Climb the stone staircase, more ancient than the mind can imagine. Find the cornerstone and under it the copper box that is marked with his name. Unlock it, open the lid, take out the tablet of lapis lazuli, read. The Epic of Gilgamesh, 1300 BCE. Oh, I thought this was a mouse game. Is this controller? Let's give controller a try. So, hi everyone, Brukel here. This is Heaven's Vault. This game has been in my wish list for years, and then I bought it maybe almost a year ago by now. I don't quite know what it is. I thought it's like a point and click, but kind of with a mystery that stretches over the whole globe, kind of stretching thousands of years of history and junk. So it kind of triggered a bit of Da Vinci Code in me, kind of like you know, like a puzzle that kind of requires all the ancient civilizations on Earth combined, kind of. That was always like an idea of a point and click in my head. But I would never be able to. I don't know enough. I'm not enough of a history buff to design such a thing. But here we go, Heaven's Vault Part 1. I like the graphics.
Stories don't have tidy beginnings. The past is always present.
Oh, that's a statue. I thought that was a person this whole time. Oopsie.
But there has to be a spark. Something that brings the past to light.
Do we have an excavation bot? Wait, there are 2D sprites. Oh, I just realized. Is this multiple choice? You worry too much. It's not much further. One last corner. We're almost. At the top. Take a moment to rest before you walk, mistress, please. Is that our stamina or something going up the mountain? Oh my god, we're moving. Analog stick action, look at us. Oh god, this is incredibly... Like, she moves like one step at a time, I suppose? No, this is not how walking works. Oh, wow. Is this how movement's gonna work for the entire game? I hope not. It's weird. A bricked up opening. There is something here. Keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? There's something written here. There's something... Oh yeah. Ancient script. This must have been cut in when the mortar was still wet, but I think I can read it. Where the heck are we even? Are we in the... like, are we old world or new world? Please tell me that. Is this the Sahara Desert or somewhere in the Americas? I'm gonna assume it's not in Asia. University of Iox. Some weeks earlier.
My story begins on Iox.
Oh, the low poly.
That was where I met the robot.
This looks like Quake, I don't know. This looks interesting. That bridge and those stairs, it has a Quake feel. Oh god, this robot. Is he made of light? Is he my light construct? Her name sounds Indian. Like Hindi and stuff. Am I in trouble? I don't know. Professor Mir wants me back on Yux. I'm in trouble, aren't I? She did not say, but I imagine she's simply being welcoming. You have a name, Wobot. Is that intended to be a joke, mistress? No? Robots do not have names. Well, that's confusing. They really should, for our convenience. We are, as I understand it, interchangeable. I've known a few robots, so why has she sent you? They're all a little different. How kind of you to say so, mistress. So why has she sent you? Did you... This is an interesting way to have a conversation in a game. It is unlikely. My ethical core protects me from serious error. This way. You should know that Professor Urgency was remarkable. What? Look at her. Okay. She looks like a tiger in a cage. I'm most curious in knowledge, mistress. You understand, I will be required to report it. Required to? Of course. Professor Miyamar is my primary user, mistress. Nevertheless, I will try to sugarcoat your opinion. You'd do that for me? Of course. I have been tasked with your well-being. Shall we proceed? The Tree of Knowledge. Or so they call it. Each branch grows more branches. Except for the ones that die, fall off, and are forgotten. Which is where we come in, I suppose. Why is Myanmar's room so far from everything? This is such a weird conversation. I imagine she enjoys... Like, if I go X speed back and forth, it sounds pretty disjointed. I should either stay on X or stay on B. Oh, am I moving? Oh god, this is seamless. This is hilarious.
I was 15 when my Ari rescued me from the slums of Elbereth and brought me here. I'd never seen such luxury or such kindness.
Alia, get into my office this instant. Professor, is that you? Of course. That's what I was doing. Oh, he's got such a frowny face, like turbo frown right there. I must replicate tonal patterns when delivering messages. I am a robot, beep boop. Professor recorded. She anticipated that you might stall.
I still don't know why she did it.
Professor Miyari! Alia, there you are. Come on in. I'm recording, right? That'd be embarrassing if I wasn't. Good. Resume. I came as soon as I got your message. I want this robot to wait outside. Tell me what you want. I came as soon as I got your message. You didn't need to flatter me, Alia. Nonetheless, I'm glad you came. I know your work is important to you. Work is important to everyone. Professor. Well, today it's important to me. You're our expert on history. Tell me what you make of this. It's a brooch. It's certainly old. Did you call me here to value it? Certainly old. Empire period. The device is the eagle and sun. One of the scholars sent this brooch to me. Janiki Renba. Did you know him? Uh-oh. Look at the detail before I throw you out. I see them, ancient markings. I know they're a hobby of yours, Alia, but can you weed them? Oh my god, we're rumbling. Controller's rumbling. Is this gameplay? Eagle Wing Brooch? I've never seen either of these groupings before, but the two words have some common elements, so they must have related meanings. Well... am I supposed to guess? I don't freaking know. Beloved... Holy Emperor? Let's go with that. but I'm only guessing. I don't know if that helps at all. Are we gonna have to memorize these symbols throughout the game? I don't know if this helps at all. Remember, I wasn't the kind to send me trinkets. There's some significance to this brooch, but I don't know what. Johnny Key told me he'd found something, and that was over a month ago, and now he's... Johnny Key isn't like you. He's an Yoxian through and through. A Yoxian. You mean he's soft? So call him. I can't. Wherever he is, he's on his own. Not everyone is required to travel with a robot. I can't go hunting the nebula for missing people, Alia. But you can. Seems your trust was misplaced. Where'd he go? Oh. I'm trying to be pragmatic here. He told me he was going to a moon called Mercy. I want you to find him. That's what you do, isn't it? Find things? Did she say moon? Did he space travel? I'll see what I can dig up. Find someone else. You need to raise my is that a word? Stipend? Stipend? Guess I'll do it. I don't know. Get out of my office, you Elobrathian rat, and you're taking the robot with you. Come on, robot. We're not welcome here. It's a little confusing, like, you're not welcome, mistress. I mean, the conversation seemed to go well, just the ending she kicked me out. It's kind of weird. How do you feel that went, mistress? And will you go to Mercy, mistress? What do you think? Professor Mayer is my primary user. You might say I am biased. Is there going to be a time mechanic in this? Because I keep seeing my before images. Is it wonderful becoming you? Oh, yes. And why is that? I find humans fascinating, and you are very different from to most here. I only have recently been activated. The walking was completely automatic there. It's kind of weird. I'm calling you 6. 6, mistress? I shall remember that. I wonder if I got Miara's translation correct. Oh, did we keep the brooch? I think I did. The shape shows this is an emperor piece. Or empire piece. Emperor. So it starts with that character and it ends with that character. It looks like a Korean S, right? So, or just like a Chinese person, like the character for person. So it makes sense that the words would be almost the same. Holy. Like, did we decide that it means that now? But it still doesn't tell me. Where did this thing come from? So wait, do we have words now? What on earth is... what? The modern age? Is this a timeline of all of human history going in minutes? What am I looking at? Is this a history map? This could be cool when this is finished. Mercy, Elbereth, Iox. Alia! I didn't know you were back on Yox. How are you, Huang? Well enough. I've been reading all day. I just came outside to rest my eyes and there you were. And now I have to go. Gomenasai. Good faith to you, Huang. Before you depart, I found a line of ancient in the annals of Mazwai, and I thought you might like, if you have the time, that is. Show me and I'll let you know if I have time. If that's the best you got. See what you think. Empress? I mean, it looks like Emperor, doesn't it? Passage from Annals. I know one of these words, I'll have to guess the other two. Labor, circuits, robots, why would they have robots? And they have that same... banished... robots. Love it. Let's go with banished robots. It's quite a monster, isn't it? Did robots give orders? But I thought you weren't any robots in the Empire. Robot emperors? That must be a mistake, surely. Good faith to you. I can never tell what mood people are in. Shall we proceed to our ship now? Have you sailed before, Six? I have no idea, mistress. But I am keen to find out. So we left the hollowed walls of the university. I'm still not controlling this movement, by the way. She's just walking by herself this whole time. Oh god, what is happening? The Holy Empire. Which Holy Empire is this? 900 to 400 years ago? Wait, which year are we even in? God, I'm so confused. This game is very strange. I'm not used to anything here. Nothing works the way I thought it would. My ship is my refuge. It's the only place that's truly mine. The Nightingale? What is that again? I just know the Nightingale in Kajiggers, what's it called? Skyrim. You can become a Nightingale who serve the God of Luck. It's fun. The journey to Mercy should be quick, mistress. Nice place, isn't it? I don't see why Mary can't get herself. You think Mary, friend, is in trouble? Let's go with that. As I say, mistress, we should know shortly if we depart. Then let's get to it. Let's go already. Hopefully we'll be in time to help. Whatever has happened to Janiki, I will prepare the ropes. Is this a flying ship? I'm putting money on that it's a flying ship. Merci. So is this a geographical map here? Oh, so geographic and time, so I can go backwards in time and see how borders change or something later. Why is this analog? Why is this stick so? I see tiny rule. It's where Janiki told Professor Mary, but would you be visiting her? Why is this going so fast? What's happening? Didn't I already click it? Yoxian space, sailing to Mercy in the Verdant Pass.
My Ari wanted us to sail to Mersey. It was a short sail through fast waters.
Left and right sail. Okay, this world is a little different. Our path turns right momentarily, Mrs. and so should we. So I'm like actually controlling where we're going, or... God, our ship looks hilarious. I see the force of the river is fastest in the middle, mistress. Dude, this is so weird! On the surface it appears the same, but there are deeper currents below. Alright. I wonder if that will become relevant. Incredibly weird. Like, this is like the artsiest game I've played in a long time. I can't think of anything that really gets close at the moment. The Verdant Pass. Oh, we have to take a ride here. No. Right, an artsy game. mean, I did play through, what was that called? But I can't help but wondering how you came by her. The House of Edith Finch was pretty artsy, but nah, it was... Mechanics-wise, it was pretty straightforward. This is mechanics-wise weird. Everything about this is just weird. The way it's presented, the way dialogue works, the way you respond, the way you move, the way you sometimes move and sometimes don't have control of where you're going. This whole thing with the boat is, if Remba's here, I need to find him, and if he's not, I need to work out where he went. Is weird. Also,
We
the
stepped off the ship
2D
and into
sprites.
the mud.
Another
Mud
space.
covered the ground and rock.
That's our boat.
And everywhere I looked, things were growing from the mud. And some of those things had legs.
Look at this place. Look at... breathe the air. Oh, I love the water. But rest assured, I'm most happy for you all the same. Let's see where Renba got to. If we're lucky, he'll have found an old pot. Yeah, this does seem to run pretty inefficiently on my laptop. I'm framing so hard. There's no way I am crossing that, mistress. Robots can't swim. There's something scratched here. The emblem of Yox. What does the emblem even look like? The moon is in the Yox protectorate. Oh. I thought that was a cutscene there. Well, Janiki won't be hiding in there. Can't go up here. Alright. Oh, there was an A over here. A genuine forest. Yox can eat its bitter heart. Yox has one tree. There's something here. A metal incense burner engraved with a depiction of a bird dating from the Holy Empire. Oil burning. The glass is the sword they blow on Elbereth. Whoever made this didn't add an inscription between the feathers. This comes from the same site as the brooch, the one Miari gave me on Yox. This new find should be useful in tracking down where these things originated. What? The brooch Miari gave me had the, aside from him, had someone found. Perhaps he was still down there, but I don't know enough to find the site yet. Unknown site? Is that where I am right now? Yeah, robots just stand on. Oh, is this an invisible wall here? So where do we start? There is a series of rice terraces. If we climb up away from the water, that should take us to the village. Can I walk up this hill even? I don't... Nope. Why are there two bridges? This way then. Her animation has... 1, 2...
The air smelled earthy and sweet.
Yeah, it's got 6 frames, I guess. Rice. Do they grow anything else here? It would not appear so. Good faith, lady. My apologies, Yoxian. My pigs need me. Please, if you could just... The locals don't seem surprised to see me. Or to see you. I imagine robots collect supplies from here routinely. The locals I note also do not seem pleased to see you. Guess we're just gonna go this way. What's happening? A warehouse. A warehouse? Sob. So why can I hear crying? Because there's a person in the warehouse, maybe? I will wait out here, mistress. You! Sorry if I startled you. I wasn't crying, I was sobbing. Don't tell me I was crying. Tell them I was crying. Are you in trouble? You are from Yox? My name is Alia. Then you are not her. Not Miari. I could lie to her? Let's do it. My name is Alia Miari. Do you have a message for me? You told me you might come. Janiki? My tall Yoxian, he left something for you. With the goddess to keep it safe. So Janiki was here? Do you know where he went? I'm looking for him. He promised he would come back. I did so like to believe him. I hope you find him, Miss Miari. I have no idea if I told the truth or not, actually. I think I lied, right? I'm not Miari. I was curious, mistress. That doesn't prove anything. Indeed, missus. I just picked that because it sounded cool. We need samples to be sure. I'm not actually sure what we're doing. Like, what is the story so far? We're looking for... I mean, for starters, we're not on Earth at all. I have seen so very few. Like, I thought this is gonna be like about Earth history, but this is just not Earth at all. I think. That was my first confusion. Stranger? Greetings. Greetings to you. Welcome to Mercy. You have come to trade? I'm looking for someone. Who? Not a Mercian, surely. We are alike as ants to you. Jeez. My friend Janiki was he. I met one of your villagers. She knew him. Uh-oh. She's in trouble now. What was her name, this villager? She didn't say. No matter, I can guess. If we had seen your friend, if he had met with an accident among us, what would Yox do? I just want to know where he is. Tell me everything or Ox will punish you. Yox is just and fair. I just want to know where he is. We have not seen him. Now leave. I don't understand why you're lying to me. Tell me everything for Yox will punish you. I don't understand. Why are you lying to me? The man sighed. Your friend was he. He left in a ship. Then something exploded in the sky. I do not know what that was your friend, but I do know we found this close beside our goddess. He. A shard of crystal? Does it mean anything to you, Six? It is most curious. This moon does not contain any crystals of this type. What kind of crystal is it? Your light, mistress. Valueless. It's not much to go on. No, it is not. But is it worth nothing to us? But it is worth... Keep it and go away. Good faith to you, lady. Seems as if Remba left, and has left us. Perhaps we should return to the ship. Is the shard enough to find him? Mary told me to look, so I'm looking. Is the shard enough to find him? Perhaps. I want to look around some more. Is there anything else we can find here? Oh, I thought that was a doggo. Miari's Bruges, the stone inside it is the same as the Rambus crystal? Undoubtedly, I would estimate that they come from the same source. Wait, I'm sort of walking in the grass sometimes. Wonder how this recording looks.
3 paths met at the heart of the village. I could imagine them all, sitting around here in the evenings, sipping rucker and singing. It seemed nice.
Back to the fields. Is he the man we just spoke to? I don't know. Is this an inscription? Symbols in the ancient script. I might be able to translate them. Is it a single word? Most likely not. Ancient scribes didn't always trouble to put in their spaces. I don't think they expected their writing to be read. Oh, that looks like holy. And then we've never seen the watery stuff there before. I don't know how to control this. Wait. So yeah, it's holy something. That leaves one word to guess. Everything we've been saying is guessed so far. These clips look like what? So that means emperor. How's that important? I'm gonna go with water, because that's just easy to remember with the wiggly lines. And also we're on a well, that kind of makes sense. I don't know. Does holy water work? What do you see there? Nothing too surprising. Can you read this inscription? It's nothing important. Can you read this inscription? A child could read it. The symbols simply say water. It says more than that. There's a lot of water here. It says more than that. We have lived here for many years, Yoxian. Oh, he doesn't want to hear it, I guess. I don't know, there's some elitism. Or some, I don't know, some financial divide. Good faith to you. Please keep it quick. I don't want to talk to you. Alright, I mean... Oh, what's happening? Oh, okay. I lose control of my walking sometimes. But yeah, walking around and gaining words, this is a lot like the game I'm developing at the moment for my thesis. Walking around and obtaining Japanese words. But here it's a fictional language, which is still cool. By my faith, it stinks here. I don't believe pigs are known for their hygiene, mistress. Well, I mean, that is not fair to say. Pigs are super clean. But they do roll in the mud if they're in the sun a lot. Isn't that an intractable? Why do they build on stilts, do you think? Surely it doesn't flood up here. The mud, perhaps, mistress. Or perhaps animals sleep underneath. There's plenty of rice stored up. This moon produces a surplus, mistress. For what good it does them. Maybe I should download OBS and record with that instead, see if I get any more frames. Because this game might need all the frames it can get. All the performance it can get. To the fields. Where does all the water come from? There's a wellspring in the rock below, mistress. The soil is permanently saturated by it. Shall we leave? There must be something here to discover. There might be one more word. That you kinda do have to stumble a lot in this game to find stuff. Look at this thing. Where is she from? From the material I would judge it was not quarried here, but most likely close by. It's very big, you understand. You can't be sure? No. Oh, radiation signatures. So you can't, like, pinpoint it. Someone's carved something here. Woo, we got carvings, more glyphs. Oh, is that water? And, oh, we've seen that, right? Yeah, let's go with water. Oh my god, I can't. That's the word for water, short and simple, and almost a pictogram. Let's not take a stab at that new word. Water, yourself, carpenter, goddess, rock. Let's go with goddess, I suppose, even though we already have emperor. I mean, it does look similar to emperor, actually. Emperor has goddess and god in it, I guess. I could still change my mind, but water goddess... I've never seen the water goddess before. Identified the water goddess, large, generous, welcoming, a goddess of fertility as well, no doubt. If you say so. I don't know. I mean, when people say fertility, do they just mean, you know, good crops, or do they also mean like human fertility and junk? It's not really a useful name to be the god of fertility. Let's just leave. I think I've got all I want. Why is this so long? Can I fast travel here? I'm just gonna walk to the exit and see what happens. And so we left the warm, wet fields of Mercy. Aboard the Nightingale, Remba left a crystal for Miari to find. But what was he trying to tell her? We could otherwise sail to Lux and tell Miari what we've learned so far about Remba. I'm quite certain in my analysis, Mistress, the crystal we found, the Mistress and the Lemon from the Bruges, they originate from a moon somewhere on the edge of the cyclones. I've never been that way. Then let's go already! Before I change my mind, put out the sails, 6. You appear very enthusiastic, Mistress. Considering we will be sailing through a hurricane. But you'll keep me safe, won't you, 6? I will try, Mistress. But presumably Remba had a robot with him who will have said something similar. So wait, who's there's 2 people we're looking for, right? Renba and 6 had followed us, but I had reason to believe that Renba had found more further to this, but I don't know enough to find this site yet. Iolite Moon. Plot cores. I mean, making me control a cursor with an analog stick is pretty bad. Verdant Pass, sailing the Iolite Moon. Verdant... I know Verdant Sphere from somewhere. Does it somehow mean green? Like Verde? Verdant? Are there other ships on the river's, Mistress? Oh, LT, RT. Either way is fine, they say. There are other ships out there. But you rarely see them. So no one ever passes you by. Twist your right shortly, mistress. I wonder if you can die here. Sounds lonely. I don't know if we got lost here or not. I don't see any arrows. I don't know how that happened. Oh wait, is it resetting the whole thing now, or just the one part? I pushed X for reset. Yeah, there's not enough sound effects in this game for things that happen. There's so much quiet, and I don't feel like anything I do has feedback. It's weird. Either of the roads are our destination. Oh my god, stop it. I will remark, they really didn't like Yox on Mercy. I always thought Yox treated the other moons well. Wait, what do you mean? We missed a turn. I didn't even see where we missed the turn now. Oh my god. I pushed X, we're still here. Oh, like we can go against the stream or something? No, not really. Oh yeah, analog stick does nothing here. There's a rock up ahead. What have we found? Are we somewhere totally different now? Above the crystal moon, why would anyone come to a lonely spot like this? The moon below us is rich in purple iolite, but there is no surface flow. We cannot land the ship. So this is as close as we can get. Great, now let's get... Member must have gone down somehow. Indeed. Most likely he used a hopper. We might do the same. Is it safe? Not really, Mistress, now. This moon does not have any air. I will have to go down alone. But you're sure to the iolite crystal came from here? If there's no air, you'd better get... If there's no air... How did Remba go down without a robot? It would have been impossible. But Remba was a roboticist mistress. He must have had a robot with him. Roboticist. Despite what the professor told us, please wait here. What else can I do?
A moment later, the robot was gone, and I was alone in the dark.
What were you up to? Remember, what makes a roboticist leave Iox when Iox is the only moon in the nebula with robots? I hope it's all right down there. I don't want to lose another. Did you just teleport down, or what the heck happened even? Mistress! I found something, mistress. A tool chest, an engineer's chest. Ooh. This is Jenny keys. The probability is high. I believe the moon below us was once a quarry, but this box is no artifact. I hope there isn't a snake in here. If there's no air down there. A roll of cloth. Thick fabric. Janiki, what is this? Some kind of robe, but it's hundreds of years old. And there's something stitched along the belt. Tiny characters picked out in the darker. Ooh, that's a long word. The middle one might be something. This is a long word. This is a long one. Let me think. Oh, I thought we might have a clue in the middle one. Pray. Guard or light. Remember prayer. Or it could also be here. Or we. Actually, all of these work pretty well. I mean, if it was pilgrims, it also works. Light pilgrim's prayer, or we pilgrim's prayer. The question is, why did Remba hide this? A ceremonial robe, I suppose. Were you a pilgrim, Remba? Of some ancient faith, perhaps kept secret from the powers back on Yox? Did you leave that shard by the goddess not as a clue, but as an offering? Secret from Miari herself? Wow, she's really concluding a lot of stuff here. There's more in here. This is a solid iron box. It's beautifully preserved. The lid has been inscribed with symbols too. Ah, my goodness. There's like a new character in there. This one is a broken piece from a longer phrase. So we got God here. Something's gone wrong. I must have used the wrong words. Oh, how do you know? Banished. Prayer. Oh. Alright. So my translation prayer doesn't feel right now. Okay. I might be able to guess what this word means. Well, it's not and, I'm guessing. Follow. I could see what Huang thinks when I get back to Yox. And there's something inside. A beautifully crafted brass telescope. No inscription on the casing. This comes from the same place as the box, I think. But that's not all. There's more in the box, but... There's also a chart book, almost blank for some inscription. How did Remba get his hands on all this? The binding is in fantastic condition. This book must have been part of some ancient courtier personal library. The cover has been marked. Getting so many words here. Bless the wind. I don't stand a chance of working that out. Most likely this comes from the same source as the telescope and the box. So are these leads, or are these things what Remba is after? Please wait, mistress. I will consider the matter. Can you work out where the rope originated? I fear so. It is not a good location, mistress. But Professor Mary was keen that we found Master Renba, and I am sure Master Renba is equally keen to be found, unless he's already dead, sakes. Show me where he went. I'm not exactly certain, mistress, but I believe Renba traveled far from home, into the eye of the cyclones. Ooh. 900 years. Wait, what box? The box we're just looking at? I thought that was a modern toolbox. Impossible deep in the swirling waters of the cyclones. Is there still more to find? And is Ramba waiting to be found? I know enough to find the site now. Let's plot the course. Is that really how we're going to spiral in there? I'm actually not sure how we even got to the destination last time. I thought I failed to hit the exit twice in a row. Sailing to the eye of the cyclones. Sailin', sailin', we go sailin'. I wonder if we even can fall out the side. As the rope's origin suggests, there's a cult living inside the cyclone. Doing what? Worshipping the storm. It is possible. Humans are very strange hobbies. Word. Go straight on here, mistress. I haven't pressed anything this entire time yet. Rama must have really wanted to hide what he hid in that box of his. I wonder why. Hold on, 6, vicinity of the eye of the cyclones. I cannot hold on, mistress. Then put on the parking brake on your legs. We're in one piece. One piece, dun dun dun, we appear to be. We've emerged close to the eye of the cyclones, mistress. I cannot see which way to turn at this branch, mistress. I'm just letting it. We will have to choose one and explore. Dude, completely without orientation here. I see it, there's something up ahead. A moon? There is air, but no upriver, mistress. We will need to leave the ship here and hop her down. Please do not be alarmed, it is quite safe. Each of these islands is called a moon, which is funny. Will Remba be waiting for us here? Is the center of the storm? In the center of the storm?
The hopper fired, and for a moment I was gone. Not aboard the Nightingale, not on the moon beneath. It could have been a heartbeat or an hour. But I didn't feel the cold until I reappeared.
A pile of rocks, mistress, smashed together by the waters. I'm filling up a... You said the last one would be empty too. I wonder why. Perhaps he did not like people. This way then. I hope you'll be pleased to see us. Do you think we'll find them? I prefer to believe that we will. I suppose you might call it hope. Hold it. 6. What's that?
Here, in the middle of the hurricane, there was a house.
This looks like 6
It was
months in
fine.
the future.
Tucked in below the overhanging rock. Wooden beams, mud brick walls, shutters. Large enough for 2 families to argue over. It would have been measly on Iox and grand on Elbereth. But here, it was impossible.
Someone built this? Buildings do not occur naturally, mistress. What a great conversation partner. How did Janiki find it? I hope we ask him. I could vault over here. Please, mistress. The floor beyond would only give way beneath you. We're climbing over. Here it goes. Oh my god, we got frames never before seen. The floor seems sound enough. 6? Where'd the robot go? Oh god. I'm not in control. Mistress! It is good to see you intact, mistress. How do you get over here? I could not climb over the wall, so I drove myself off the cliff edge. Once I had dug myself out of the sand, I found a door. And are you in one piece? Evidently, mistress. But I appreciate your concern, mistress. Jeez, man. Wonder if this door is jammed. Or if it is... He seems light enough to just kind of pick up with one hand. I don't know. How heavy is this robot? Look at this. Swirls and flows. There are rivers. The detail. Who lived here? Who drew this? These look like the rivers of Ghost's Wake, but no one goes to Ghost's Wake. Is there an inscription? Seems so. Yay, new word. Asami? I don't know. No good. I can't even see where to begin with this. I'll have to hope I see these sequences again. Definitely a map, but not of this place. Somewhere else. Alright then. Can we go this way? I could slip through here. I cannot miss it. I'll be right back. Doesn't this just go outside?
In the yard behind the house, there were tools. Plots of earth, washing hung out to dry. It was like the owner had slipped inside for a quick rucker before they came back to chop more wood. Someone had been building a life on this miserable rock.
Bone dry. definitely isn't natural. I mean, we get that. Flat beads. Ceramic? I'm not sure. I thought they were clams. The sticks are all but petrified. I can't even rot out here. But there's something cut into it. Alright then. Oh. Let's go with... Actually, if it was forever... Maybe it's like never forgotten or something. Forever rest, let's go with that. Does forever rest make sense? This is a grave. That's what I'm going for. So someone died here? And someone else buried them? But not Ramba? The wood is far older than that. Unless there's time dilation involved. In a world this wacky, I wouldn't put it past him. Garden beds. Something must have been able to grow here once, though I can't see how. I wonder if whoever dug that grave believed in the loop, like they do on Yoks. The loopists say that to be reborn a soul must return to the rivers. Burying someone prevents them from coming back. It's the worst thing you can do to your enemies. Okay, that's interesting. No ancient codes here. I'm going back 6. You found a grave, mistress? Inscription on the chimney. Water goddess. Blesses looks. I mean, this being fire actually makes sense to me. Because it looks just like water, but with different metal. Does it not like goddess somehow? Oh, wait, what's happening here? Water goddess. Bless fire. I mean, it has goddess in it. I don't know. The water goddess from Mercy. Is this place directly connected to Mercy then? It is an old iron rod, no more. Then just put it back. No inscriptions, and I'm not carrying it around with me. Someone curled up here by the fire to keep warm. Someone died here, mistress. You sure? The evidence is minor, but significant. A person lay on the floor here for some time after death. Can you tell me any more? Remba? No. Whoever died here died scores of years ago. The lack of moisture on this moon has preserved the traces, but they are old. The person buried outside? I would think not, mistress. That person was buried. The person who lay in state here was only removed recently. Are you saying Janiki took them? What remained of them? Someone did. That's horrid. Why would he do that? I am unsure, mistress. Something must have led him to this place. There must have been something here that he needed. That's even more horrid. Yes. Yes, it is. Jeez. I wanted to snapshot that screen, honestly. Ooh, what's in here? This looks interesting. Beautifully made. Much nicer than everything else here. I estimate it to be hollow, mistress. Can you open it? Did I... Was something inscribed on the box? Not locked, mistress, but stiff. And I lack fingers to leverage. Oh, that's probably what we need the thing for. Move over. Let's see if I can shift it. Curses. I think this might do for a lever. I think this might, yeah. Good thought, mistress. But can I read the inscription first? Symbols on the lid. Might be a clue as to what's inside. Not quite water, but close enough. More words. Treasures. I mean, it's definitely not blessings. Carry. Oh, this resembles my translation. Which one? What's happening? There's some words I found before. Yeah, so... Flow. Truth would be cool too. Let's go with flow. Let's go with carry. Blesses, because like the right side of blesses is God, right? So nebula, enormous. How are those related? I don't see it. I mean, blesses has that hook in the top. Holy has that thing in the left. Treasure carry nebula flow, that will do for now. Doesn't really make sense. Miara will be most excited to be this mistress, whatever proves to be inside. Let's keep this one to ourselves maybe. Something to put a smile on Mira's face. That sounds interesting. Definitely shifting. Why was there a lie option?
And there it was, just lying there. The greatest treasure I ever found.
6. Look at these.
From inside the coffer, from the distant past of the nebula's once great empire. It was a crown.
Alright then. The eagle and sun motifs. What is this crown doing here? Just like Janiki's Bruce, their mark of the empire. Could this be the crown of Yox itself? Someone steal it? Was this the seat of the empire? Did Janiki bring it here and hide it? I do not think that coffer has been opened in at least 500 years, mistress, but he must have known it was here. Where else come? There's something written along the rim. The way we keep guessing words. Towards, sure, I don't know. Rivers, ways, chains, eagles. Ooh, I like eagles. Towards eagles hold light. Yeah, this has to be another element. Could also be death. Or at least a noun, I don't know. Wait. Towards eagles hold light, we sail home. I have no idea. Nothing really makes sense. I have like a 50% correct, maybe, at best. A workbench. Whoever lives here would have needed to be self-sufficient, then they would have needed water, mistress. I mean, this probably used to be less deserty. This is crown what Miara wanted us to find. Is this why she wanted us to here looking? Ramba too, perhaps, mistress? I will have to tell her, mistress, I want to know, I have no choice.
After the dead air of the house, it was good to see the sky again.
We have obtained one intriguing artifact here, the crown. So we have pinpointed one new location of interest instead of the mural. I suggest we take the crown of Professor Miara. We must also inform her of theories about Ramba. If you would like me to activate the hopper now, Mrs. So will. Not just yet. Let's just find a few more words. I want to know who lived here and who died here and what happened to Ramba. Carved in the door. Light. I'm going to have to guess the whole thing. Light cannot. Or light will. Light will. Light from. Light and. Or is it death? Light and. Danger. Or just light will. Birth. Light from. Birth. Light from birth. Light and. I have no idea. I imagine it's not night. I mean, birth kind of makes sense. Light will, or light cannot birth? Light will birth? I don't know, dude. No. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Another light. Oh, that's the same word, right? Light. Okay, that's good at least, but that isn't the word. Alright. Hopefully I can make some better guesses for the rest of the words. Light into Or maybe light off. Light of day. There can't have ever been much light here. Really? Not in all this fog. What? What do you mean all this fog? What are you talking about? So who is Bird outside then? Whoever owned this place first, perhaps. This is pretty much a point-and-click adventure, I suppose. It's still different. What was this place? Any idea? 6? No. There's a lot of inscriptions here. Something carved in the rock here. This is the end of a longer line of text. Yeah, I see this here. This doesn't feel right. No? Oh, right. Let's see. Will eagles... Ooh, harvest. Will eagles harvest? Or what else do we got? Will rivers... Will rivers... I got nothing. I don't know. I cannot barely see the river above. Wait, this used to be a river most likely though. This is probably... it's probably a river. From rivers go, cannot rivers go, and rivers go. Banished, treasures, water. How is water related with that thing? We should not linger. If anything were to go wrong out here, we would never be found. But I still want to check those things out. A cutting in the rock, really? What's that smell? Should I have not gone here yet? Uh-oh. How did they not see this before? This must have been obvious. There's so much to check out, oh my god. Presumably the ship was still burning it as it fell. It must have been an explosion, mistress. Enough to be seen on Mercy. Mistress, there's no hope. Daniki must have been sailing when it fell. He cannot possibly have survived. It must have been burning for days. But how did this happen? Johnny must have used an inadvisable propellant to travel. Is there a way down? There might be more clues down there. I do not believe I would be a wise mistress. Indeed, I believe it would be quite the opposite. The fire here must have burned up a lot of air. The remaining atmosphere is thin, Mrs. Still, I believe the fire was extinguished before it consumed the whole ship. There's something wedged under here. Seems to have survived the fire. Please, please don't be any arm. It's not an arm. A circular brass coin. I would guess it dates from the early empire. Must have been aboard Janiki's ship, another of his finds. I don't recognize the face. No emperor I know. Looks like there is an inscription around the edge. I can barely make the letters out, they're so small. This one is a fractured fragment from longer ago. Trickle? I think that's all we got. I mean, we could maybe add this one. Oh my god. That little tick. But my translation trickle has been wrong. I don't remember trickle. So what does it say? Oh, it was in the chest, I'm guessing. Truth of great truth. Worth, or of great worth. I'd guess that this comes from the same site as the chart book and the telescope that we discovered on the sites of Remba's cache. It must have been common to travel between the two sites. This should help us work out where to look our locations. Return to Yox and inform Professor Miari's mistress. I suppose I always assumed we would find Renba. I assumed, I don't know. Mary made this sound like he'd run away, that he was expecting us somewhere. I assumed we'd find something. That he was expecting us somewhere. Perhaps you can take the matter up with Renba and his next life mistress. This channel comes up from above the rock. The wellspring must be down there somewhere. The spring is dead now, mistress, and you are breathing the last air this moon has to offer. Janiki is not here. Neither is anyone else. Are you ready to go now, mistress? Soon, not yet. That looks like God something, right? Or Emperor something. Oh, is it Emperor? Oh, this is all. Come on. I like it if this was illuminate. Emperor illuminate home. She seems familiar. Is she the water goddess? It's the same as the statue of Mercy. Indeed, mistress. You can recognize her by her hat, also her pose. Oh, did I simply fashion? This must be worth something. This should tell us a little more about this place. Written on in mistress. It's impossible to say. There's some more god stuff. This is one end of a broken fragment. I've done something wrong. Oh, bless. God bless. I believe you can be confident of your... Oh yeah. The long one, but I'm Princess Bliss. These symbols remind me somewhat of Harvest. Crew. Goddess Bliss. From River's Harvest. Iron Earth go. God bless go. God bless plants. Let's go with plants. I don't know, dude. I could still change my mind, but God bless plants. I'm keeping it. The shrine itself is made of stone, but it's not the same stone as the moon itself. It is is it as old as the building? The outer structure certainly, but the stone pillar, no. The building here are significantly older than the pillar, brought by a later occupant then. How old would you say the pillar was? Presumably it's made from local stone, though. Do not believe it is, mistress. The crystalline composition is quite wrong. But moving it to the moon must have been difficult. A treasured possession, perhaps? An important ritual object? Is the stone from Mercy? No, mistress, definitely not. Perhaps it's from the moon and Ghostway, because they're on the ship? Perhaps so, mistress. But if so, it was walked a long way to be here. Is this channel natural? I don't think it is. Dug out. Water would have run down the channel, right past the house. Imagine having a stream of your own. Not a bad way to live, if you can withstand the soul-crushing loneliness. Yeah, that's why I figured that was river on the stone. There's nothing. Oh, wait, can you be back here? I didn't even notice this. It'll be dark in there. Is that no bueno? I'm ready to go to the ship now, I guess. Some kind of hermit. Oh. There's some kind of... I'm not sure what. A viewing platform maybe on the roof? But what's... did I not check everything out in the house? Oh. A dagger. A little corroded but beautifully crafted, and with an eagle and sun on the hilt. There's some etched tiny characters on it, the precision required for this. Oh, there's fire on it. The start of a paragraph of text. I can add my translation for fire to the dictionary. Empire, sure, I can see that. Empire's fire, that will do for now. I will wait for you down here, Mistwiz. I cannot climb stairs. Aren't you adorable? 6 would say it's thoroughly inhospitable. There's an inscription here. It's old, barely visible, scratched into the plaster. I've encountered any of these words anywhere else, but I can still make some guesses. Oh yeah, I sounds good. I like I. I declare I fear death. Ooh, let's go with that. Because I really have no idea. Follow, forever, illuminate. Why does it say goddess? Why already have a goddess? Bless, from, illuminate. From, bless. Really, it's not much to go on, is it? I fear death. I think that's right. It's a beautiful example of script. The writer was dying. The angle is interesting too. Scratched by someone lying down. Hardly comfortable. If the Emperor really lived here, then it wasn't just the Empire that fell. Let's see what's up here. Ruin and rubble. Why build something as big as this out here? Who was it for? There's something wedged here. A scrap of book filled with many combinations. It looks like it dates from the Yoxian Empire. Something with God again. This one is faded fragment from an even older. God, and I mean that's similar to God on the left there. Oh, death. No good. I'd have to start again and see what different words. I mean, death is probably here, I'm guessing. Oh, pilgrim fits. Second word doesn't look like anything. Pilgrim. What? Where did I get pilgrim from? Snake death? I don't know. I'd say this comes from the moon depicted in the Hermitage wall mural. This will make it easier to locate. What's this? It's quite different from the rest of the building for some kind of telescope, but the position and the bearings are fixed. The material on this is totally wrong. Is it metal? Rubber? It looks like something Oroi might have built. I must remember to ask her about it. And there are scratches on the top here. Something's fitted inside the frame and was removed by force. Did you take something Janiki? But if so, what was this stand meant to hold? Can't go in there. I guess that's all we're doing here. This is where we entered, right? Luckily I might have held something once. What kind of something? Whatever it held is gone now. I mean, I'd assume a telescope. 3 more ancient artifacts here. With luck we will be able to trace them. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? Yeah, let's go. Thanks, 6. Leave the moon. Please stand by, mistress. Beam me up, 6.
Darkness.
Is the Nightingale our ship? He doesn't have a face. There you are. Where is your head, Miari? Professor, is that you? I'm sorry. There's no one here. You are quite alone. You might confess your lie quite safely. What lie? You are not what you claim. I know this, Miari. You asked me to look and I found so much. And who do I say I am? You say you are the highest of the high, she who knows the people, but you are nothing, I know it. Am I talking to Remba? There isn't time. I found something. Something that matters more than your lies. Lexi, there is a great darkness, an all-consuming hungry darkness, and it is coming. can't see me? You are recording, responding as best you can. There is an ancient place, Miari, an observatory. It is watching and it holds the wires of our fate in its claws. What fate? The loop is a lie. As you know, I will find it before the vault is lost. The robots know, but they don't remember. Someone long ago made certain they would not remember. Just answer me one question, Remba. What is the vault? What does the robot know? Are you alive? I have no idea. Maybe I should have asked what the vault is. You have my apologies, mistress. I don't understand the question. It's nothing, Six. I was thinking aloud. I find humans most curious, mistress. You leak your internal state like a punctured bucket, charming as ever. We're utterly transparent, I'm sure. Try the hopper again. Uh-oh. The hopper will not function from it. There's no line of sight to the ship. Line of sight? Interesting. They just stated a limitation to their magic system. Or technology system. I don't remember how we ended up in here. Hoppers can misfire due to the imperfection, mistress. The eye aboard the ship is quite old. I see where we are now. Oh. Got it. 6. Do you know anything about an observatory? No, mistress. Nothing comes to mind. Why do you ask? No reason. Just a passing thought. Can we try going home again? Jeez. This is such a weird menu. I just don't understand it. Renaki, Hermitage Moon, Mercy, Albereth, Unknown Moon. But this is a whole territory. I don't even understand. An Iolite Moon, remember, had hidden... Oh my god, this is too fast. I would estimate the building is at least 700 years old. How do you work that out? How do you work that out? I have been observing the rate of weathering on the stones, mistress. Extrapolating, the building is older than the founding of the Holy Empire of Iox. We've seen enough of this moon. Time to leave. As you wish, mistress. You're the one who urged us to leave. So we left to the surface of the ruined Hermitage Moon near Mercy, with enough new information to locate previously unknown site. Awesome. Aboard the Nightingale, we should sail the locks and tell Myanmar what we've seen. I'm sure she wants to see the crown. Workmanship is beautiful. It is more than a simple crown, mistress. It's a symbol. This was Yox's power, lost after the fall. To regain it would be a sign that Yox was once more the central of the nebula. More than that, mistress, I believe the metal is a casement for a mechanism of some kind. Not in a way I can see. But if it does contain a mechanism, I would expect a method by which it might be serviced. So you want to take a hammer to a priceless artifact? My friend Oroi on Elbereth might be able to help. She'd be able to open it up and take a look at it safely. The occupants of Elbereth are hardly trustworthy. What? I'm from Elbereth. I will bear that in mind. Let's take the river. I will ready the ropes, mistress. Wasn't it? Oh, is it that far away to get to Elbereth? Now she'd want to look at it. Why do you have to push A on it so many times? It's weird. What happened to the river? I do not know, mistress. We are barely sailing, but we are moving. Oh, come on. I didn't see the right turn there. I saw the arrows. I thought that was weird that they had arrows there. Rumble. We're in a rapid. That's a good thing, right? Means we get there faster. We'd better check the hull when we next land. Am I supposed to dodge rocks and stuff? Pass control to 6. You should go left. You actually kind of want to stay in the middle because it's fastest, I guess. This whole area's wild. That's how where we wanted to go. Weren't there arrows? I thought there were. We're not through it yet. The river ahead continues to the destination of this junction, mistress. That again, that's weird.
They say on Elbereth, if you sail too far, you'll meet yourself coming back. But I've sailed plenty far, and I still don't know who I'm supposed to be.
Fun. Dude, where am I? Have you been to Elbereth before? I do not believe so, mistress. is not mentioned often on Yoks. Does Yoks mention anywhere except Yoks? That is a fair point, mistress. I would assume it would. I don't know. Where the heck is the path? We're just kind of going wherever at the moment. I think I saw a wreck just then. Oh no. You can shipwreck here? But we've passed it now. Set us down 6. I could show the crown to Oroi.
We landed in the dust, outside the great walls of Elbereth. No one looked up to watch us arrive. The people here only ever look down.
This was your home? What did you expect? I've seen little but Yoks, mistress. This is not like there. I think we're gonna call it here for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. You guys are awesome. This was part 1 of Heaven's Vault. Cheers, have a good one. Brookle out.